Dying is such an impersonal thing. We hear about people dying all the time. Supposedly, 150,000 people die every day. The funny thing is, if you are hearing about any one of those 150,000 deaths, the odds say you are probably not dead. Which makes sense, doesn't it? You wouldn't be hearing about dead people if you were dead yourself. And that's why death is impersonal, because the only way to experience it is to, well, die. The fact that death is so estranged from us as a society is actually quite surprising when you think about it. Our entertainment and culture is completely saturated with the idea. It is ubiquitous in essentially every form of self-expression and art. From the angry poetry of a middle school child, to the songs written by pop artists, to the violence depicted in films and television shows, we see just how much death has permeated our collective subconscious. And even though it is so widespreadly seen, it is never actually thought about. What is death? Officially, the dictionary says that death is the permanent ending of vital processes in a cell. The religious say it is the separation of the soul and the body. The atheist and the nihilist say it is unending nothingness. But those definitions don't actually tell us what death is like. When you die, are you lonely? Are you sad? Are you angry? I think these questions are important because whether you like it or not, you will die. At some unknowable point in the future, the timeline of your life will meet a rather abrupt and definitive ending. And this is true for all of us living. But somehow we disregard the inevitability of death and constantly ignore it. How often do we think of our own deaths? How often do we think about what comes after? Something that has always confused me is that death is always associated with darkness. I guess this is fitting considering how little we know about it. Maybe that darkness is symbolic of our complete ignorance on the topic. I like to believe that when you die, it isn't an eternal night. I hope that when I die, the light is white, ready to be refracted into the full spectrum of color.